Hey there, welcome to my channel again. So as far we had covered how can we set up our Apollo server, or how can we use merge how can we merge type depths or resolvers. So in this video we'll work on how can we use multiple queries or multiple resolvers. So like inside of type depths I have user.js file. So for now it's just returning I have the query total users that will return the number of user we have. So I'm gonna create one more query so that will return all list of users. So first of all I'm gonna use type and type of user. So a user should have an ID. Here I'm gonna use an ID, and it should be required. Another thing I need the name of the user, so I'm gonna use here name, and it should be an string. Next thing you can say we have the age of user, so it should be an integer type. What is wrong here? So now we have the type of user. Now in the query uh, I'm going to use all users, so I have to get the list of users. So all users, and inside it I'm going to pass the user, and it should be an array, as all users should have the number of users and it should be required. So uh, for this now it's fine. Now let's make the resolver for this query. So first of all I'm gonna move to resolver file, and inside it uh, just press enter here, and what I'm gonna use here, I'm gonna use const users, and for now I'm gonna just create an dummy array. And what it should have, it's gonna have the ID of user, as we have name. I can say first first user, and has the age of let's give it 20. That's fine. So by separated comma I'm gonna insert one more value, and let's press enter here, and this should be second user. So just change its name, and I'm gonna also change the age to the 30 as well. So now we have the users array, and inside the total users I'm gonna just pass the length of the array we have. So here I'm gonna use users dot length, so that we have exact number of user that we have. And inside the resolver, this is our all resolvers, I'm gonna just make the comment, and so that we can remember it. So inside the query we have total users, and I'm gonna pass the all users as well, as uh, the name of our type tabs was all users. Now for this all users I'm going to create a function. This should be an add function, and it should be all users, and it will return the number of users we have. And number of users we all of users are there, like so I'm gonna just return it. Okay, just cut this one, and just use users here, save this one. Now we have the query for all users, and move to the playground. Now let's see number of users. There you can see we have 2 users, and I'm gonna use all. Let me refresh the docs once, and let's see in docs we have, yeah, there you can see we have all user query, and it is return type of user, and user have the ID, name, and is everything. So there I'm going to use all users, and inside it I have to pass the value what I need. So I'm going to use here, first one is ID. If I'm going to execute this query, there you can see we have two ID, ID1, ID2. So using GQL we can like control on data, what data we want or what we are not wanting. Okay, if I send it name and description of age, so this should be age, and execute it. Now there you can see it retrieve the all data for me. So there you can see how can we use multiple query or multiple mutation, multiple query or multiple resolve words. Uh, in next video, we'll work with the mutation so that we can add new users. Like now we have currently we have 2 users. How can we add more users? So in GQL, like if you're gonna update or delete or add operation, this all of these operation are come under the mutations. So we'll work with in next video. So keep supporting the channel. Thanks.